rocking. What's up, guys? Jason here at the Players Club in Burbank. Welcome to Chuck Berry Week. Tonight we're taking a look at rock and roll music. I mean, Chuck Berry, the godfather of rock and roll, no doubt about it. And he's got some awesome licks and songs and grooves, and we're going to discuss it. But if you're a new member to us, go ahead and hit subscribe so you know when all the videos come out. We do new videos each week, dissecting a new player, getting into their mechanics. There's a whole bunch of other little stuff going on as well. So just go ahead and click subscribe. If you want to be on our mailing list, you can go ahead and do that by just clicking on the link below and filling out your email, and you know when we're not doing all kinds of live events and stuff like that. So anyhow, rock and roll music. Why did I choose this one out of all of them? Well, because Johnny B. Good's done by everybody, and rock and roll music has a great vibe and a lot of cool stuff for us to learn in it. So let's start off with the one chord, which is going to be E flat. So go ahead and take your index finger, place it on the 6th fret of the A string, take your ring finger, place it on the 8th fret of the D string, strike those two notes, that's your E flat. Now you extend your pinky finger to the 10th fret of the D string, and we're going to alternate between the ring finger placement and the pinky finger placement. This is what we call root 5, root 6, or blues boogie woogie, blues shuffle. So let's just get that going on. And then we're going to take that to the 4 chord by moving the shape, not the fingers, up to fret 4 of the top string, your E string. So you have 4th fret E and then 6th fret A, that's your A flat or your 4 chord, and we'll alternate them with the pinky finger down on the 8th fret of the A string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back up to your E flat. And then we're going to go straight up one string to the 6th fret of the E and the 8th fret of the A, and that's going to be your B flat. Now, interesting part for the song form here is it stays on this B flat for 3 measures. Very weird. And then he goes back to the E flat. So you have 4 measures E flat, 2 measures A flat, back to 2 measures E flat, and then 3 measures of the B flat to the E flat, and then the B flat again. So let's play it together. Again, here are your 3 chords. Okay, and then we're going to use, on every chord, we're going to extend and use our pinky finger. Like that, okay? So, let's give it a go. I'm going to call the chords as we go along. We're going to play a basic 12-bar blues format until that ending. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay right there. Now go to your 4 chord, or 4th fret. Back to your 1 chord. Then your 5 chord. For 4 or 3 measures, one more measure here. To your 1 chord. Back to that 5. And then it ends on that 1 chord again. Okay, so that's the most basic version. Now, if you want to get into it in a little more Chuck style, you're going to go, and then variations on that. Now, yes, you could go, but if you watch a lot of Chuck Berry videos, I mean, the guy's just all over the place. He's really all about being a showman, less a guitar player live. So if you really want to groove and feel like the power of this style of music, feel loose with it. So I have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So go ahead and try that. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now let's try that for the full progression. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then your 4 chord. Back to your 1 chord. Then your 5 chord for 3 measures. 1 chord, 5 chord. All All right, cool. Now, if we want to take that to yet another level, you can bar your index finger on any of these chords and hit that G string, and it creates a dominant chord. You have this. Right, so I'm hitting the A, the D, and the G. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4 on the and of 3. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Sorry, the and of 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. And now you notice that I'm also creating this staccato effect by lifting my fingers off the board as I'm going through this, and it creates much more of this like jumpy feel, which is really cool. So any of these versions will work. Just do whatever you're comfortable with. So let me play you now option, let's call it 2B, which is using the staccato feel and then the 7th chord on the and of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2. Switch to the 4 chord. 3, 4, 3, 4. 5 chord for 3 measures. Back to your 1. Now again, when we jam along here with the track in a second, any of the sections will work. Okay, whatever way, just have fun with it. Really, what we're driving for is that backbeat rhythm. 4, 1, 2. We're on the 2 and the 4. You're really flicking your wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if you want to get fancy, whatever version is going to work for you. So then the song goes into a B section, still using the 1, 4, and 5. It just comes in on the 5. And it's a dominant chord, so you're playing there B flat 7, and that's a bar across the 6th fret. Then hit the 8th fret of the A, and then with your middle finger hit the 7th fret of the G. B flat 7. Then it's going to go to an E flat 7, so that's a bar across the 6th fret of the A string, keeping your ring finger on the 8 of D and your pinky finger on the 8 of B. That's your E flat 7. And then same shape as the B flat on your A flat, so that's 4th fret, bar across 4th fret, like that, back up like that. So your B section is going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 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 1. So notice that one of the strums is longer and the other one is shorter. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the 1 is staccato. It's very short. 1, 2, and then on the and of 2, it's longer. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been in that groove for like 3 months now. Just wanted to play that. It's got like a very Rolling Stones kind of feel. Well, the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, highly influenced by Chuck Berry, to a fact where Keith Richards listens to a whole bunch of Chuck Berry music before he goes on stage. That's part of his backstage setup. You need to have a record player and Chuck Berry records. Chuck's just got such a swagger, such a vibe to him that it makes you just want to groove. So fun fact about Chuck Berry is he would show up to the live gigs never having rehearsed with the band. So the band was city to city. There'd be local musicians, and Chuck would show up with a suitcase and his guitar, get on stage, play, pick up cash from the promoter right afterwards, and then drive off to the next gig. Very weird guy. There's some cool documentaries on him. One of the coolest being Hail Hail Rock and Roll. If you check that out, so we got Eric Clapton jamming with him, and then Keith Richards and a bunch of other people. And he's just a very obscure guy. definitely marched to his own beat. But created some incredible music and is really a phenomenal guitar player. And on Technique Tuesday, we're going to take a look at some of his solo licks. How does he do some of this stuff? It's awesome, like controlled chaos. So we're going to take a look at that tomorrow. But anyhow, so now that you know the parts to this tune, and if you don't, pause the track and make sure that you go ahead and review. Let's go ahead and jam. All right, so let's play through it. Here we go. Again, we're in the key of E flat. Now your 4 chord. 1 chord. 5. Stay here. 1, 2, 4. Retake this. Chord. 1 chord. 5. 1 chord. Back to your 5. Now the bar. 1. 4 chord. 5. 2, 3, 4. Get funky with it. Switch 4. 1. One, 2, and 3. Switch. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 5. 4 chord. 5 chord. 2, 3, 4. Switch. Come on. Fun, right? Just a bunch of slop there at the end, but it's all good. It's all fun. It's Chuck style. So go ahead and back review that and go ahead and put the song on. Play along. Rock and roll music, Chuck Berry. Tomorrow night, we're going to take a look at double stop soloing technique, a la Johnny B. Good and other tracks like that. But have fun. See ya.